All right, guys, here we go. Up at High Desert MX for a little motocross. 2 weekends in a row racing some motocross. I don't know what's gotten into me, but I'm having fun. So I don't get the whole shot here, which is unfortunate, but it happens. Off to about a third place start here off the start. Got that guy sneaking into the inside. Clear this big double here. Oh man, that was way closer than I wanted that to be. But we all made it through safely, which is awesome. I think I've dropped back to 5th place here. Kind of following in line, figuring out where I'm going to fit in here. So I'm racing 40 plus beginner, which is not ideal, but it's just where I'm at. So I was the only 40 plus beginner today, so they put me in with 250 beginners and intermediates. It was kind of a strange place to put me, I think. But I think they thought maybe I was on a 250 4-stroke and I was on a 250 2-stroke, so didn't really make any difference since I was the only guy in my class. But man, what a great day to race dirt bikes, guys. It was overcast, a little bit of drizzle. For my moto, it wasn't too bad. Didn't get a bunch of raindrops on the goggle lens or anything, so it just turned out to be a perfect day for racing dirt bikes. What more can I say? I know, every day is a great day to race dirt bikes, but I mean, this was a good day. High Desert MX, one of my favorite tracks around. A lot of fun. Big tabletop here that I'm not doing. Outside to inside. Single this little double here. Across the finish line. Up to this wall jump. So a little bit of backstory. Yesterday came out and did the practice day. Made a weekend of it with my buddy Randy. We rode pretty hard on Saturday. Ended up blowing a fork seal. Unfortunately, it was the left fork seal, which also basically covered the front brake rotor and brake pads, and I couldn't burn it off. So I'm working with real limited front brakes here. But no excuses. I mean, not really any excuses. Yeah, I'm going to use that as an excuse for just about everything. But honestly, it just kind of is what it is. I'm not going fast enough to where I need to use my front brake all that much anyhow. But it definitely did affect some things. I like the front brake. It's my favorite brake. So kind of wishing I would have had it. Course was good, very little dust. I didn't have to water much. Like I said, it was overcast and drizzly. Made for a great day. KX250's running strong, running crisp. I am going to have some suspension work done to it to make things a little bit better, I think. This is my 2004 KX250. It's all stock suspension. Stock spring rate, front and rear. I'm too heavy for that, so we're going to make some adjustments hopefully soon. Talked to my guy at NV2 Suspension, and yeah, I think we got some things in the works. Other than that, the bike was great. Just kind of riding around in my, kind of found my space here, and do see another rider in front of me, so I will make a little bit of a push to try to catch him. I mean, we are racing even if we're not in the same class. Let's see if we can't beat somebody. a fun little double-double. More of a table with a double afterwards. The landing's nice and safe, so if you case it like I did, don't clear it clean. It's not that big a deal. It's not peaky or anything. We have a fairly good-sized tabletop there. Nice little sweeper here. Another turn with a nice berm in it. You can rail to a long straightaway for this little step up here, which you definitely don't need all that speed for. We have a bunch of rollers. Again, I think with some suspension work I can hit that a little more aggressively. Coming up to this tabletop, this is a big tabletop. I never did hit that in this little, I don't know what that's called, triple tabletop, step down, I don't know. But I'm only doubling into that, not doing the whole thing. This is a fun little seat bouncer here. Into a small tabletop, some more rollers, into a larger tabletop. More rollers, small tabletop. Little right-hand sweeper and into this really big tabletop. I don't think I saw anybody doing this today, but it's possible. I know guys can do it. I feel like I'm making up a little ground on the guy in front of me, so I'll just keep pushing. See if we can't make something happen here. This wall jump's fun to just fly up on, but that's where I miss my front brake the most. So, I'm trying some new software again. After the last video I uploaded at Moto541 and tried a bunch of different things. I just was really unhappy with the quality of it. I don't feel like it's a camera issue. I don't feel like it's a computer issue. I feel like my software is just not keeping up. So, trying something different. We'll see if it works. So if the video looks a little bit different than from what I normally put out, that's probably why. Definitely making up a little bit of ground on this guy. I think he was getting a little tired. He ran a couple more motos than I did. So he was just kind of pacing himself. I think when he realized I was getting behind him, he picked up the pace a little bit. Still, it was fun chasing after him. He was riding a beautiful KX250 4-stroke. Kind of some old school graphics on it. Looked really good. And that FMF pipe and silencer combo sounds so good. That'll finish Moto 1. Moto 2, gonna try to get a little better start off this one. Didn't get out of the gate real good. Accelerate pretty well. Coming into this first turn. Yeah. That one I'm blaming on the front brake. Yeah, I'm gonna use it. It's the only excuse I got. Hit the ground. It counts. Should fire right up. Not panicking here. It's gonna be okay. So I'm trying to start it in gear. Usually that's never a problem for this bike. But apparently I don't know, sometimes when you tip them over, they almost, I don't know if they get flooded or too much fuel in the carb, or it dumps some fuel out of the carb. I don't know. I don't usually have trouble starting this bike, but take it out of gear, find neutral, fires right up. It's almost like it's a 4-stroke, but it's not. Obviously, I'm well behind the pack at this point, so I'm just going to kind of roll around, have some fun. And honestly, kicking it kind of tired me out a little bit. So, trying to regain my composure a little bit and see if we can't at least turn this into a fun practice session. Plus, it's always in the back of your head, never get up. You never know what might happen. See, the track's dried out quite a bit since the first moto. The drizzle that we had earlier is all but stopped. And plenty of bikes running over the track now, so things are drying up and being churned up. Luckily, the sun's not out, so it's not like we're getting baked out here. Old Cowie still sounds good though. I did have a little more front brake in this one than in the last moto. I think that the fork was pretty much dry of oil at this point, so there's no longer oil getting on the brake. Still, it wasn't great. It wasn't a great feel. I was a little nervous about using it too much because it did decide to heat up and burn off all the oil. I didn't want to find out that it was going to be really grabby or anything. These rollers would take their toll on you after a while. Second moto, trying to sprint as much as I can and just get pounded. Stock suspension, half a fork working. I'm using all the excuses I got. I'm glad these motocross races are short. I think we did 4 laps with motos. Yeah, so 8-9 minutes out of the course. Quite different from the hour and a half plus motos I've been racing off-road. Inside line, I think it's actually pretty good. little spoiler alert here, I don't catch anybody, but I do get all the laps in. Of course, I win my class because I'm the only guy in my class, so you can easily say I lost my class, or I finished mid-pack in my class. Of the racers out on the course, I didn't beat anybody in this one, which is unfortunate, but made it through safe, and I had a lot of fun, big smile on my face. Thanks to the guys at High Desert MX for putting on a great event, and hopefully get back out there for some more this year. That being said, I think that's about all I have for this one. So thanks for watching, and until the next one, I'm out.
got the rest of me. Good job, baby. You kicked ass. It was my fault.